Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Bryant, Glaze Gibbs. And this is my ministry. I'm talking about the good, I'm talking about the bad, I'm talking about the ugly. Hey, but today what I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna reflect back on time. You know what? The day was April 29th, 1986. So what we talking about? 37 years ago. And you know what? I was a young, knucklehead kid out there doing stupid things, being in love with the street. So in this particular day right now is, you know what? It was on Monday. And to me, Tut came around. And King Tut was like, my partner at the time. And we had time. We had slot time, like on the block, the 18. So we was right there on Fountain and Sut Avenue. We had the spot. And it was Tut Day. So you know what, when Tut came and got me or whatever, you know what, lazy day, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you know what, got dressed, I was going to the cleaners, went to the cleaners to get my clothes. Back then, folks, listen, man, everything you throw in the cleaners. So I went, had a ton of clothes. So as we drive and I stopped at the dry cleaner, got my clothes or whatever, then we went around the 18th side, the Notorious 18th side, and I ran into my man, the leader 18. And right now, he has some type of, situation that he wants to set example of. This guy, I guess right now is the guy, right now was the baby father of his girl at the time. So you know what? He wanted to set example because I guess the guy got loose or say certain things or whatever. So he go like this, yo, Bugsy, come on, man. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna beat these guys. Damn. I'm like, okay, cool. So right now, me and Tut got in the car, along with my man, the leader, and another guy, right now from the 18. So as we got in the car, we went over there to take care of the situation. So we didn't have no gun, which is a good thing. Right now, he said, look, we don't even need no gun. We going on a Montauk and we're gonna have baseball bat. So okay, cool, I went with them. And as we driving to go to this location, out of nowhere, we got a bunch of blue and white, like 20 blue and white and a bunch of detective cars coming out of nowhere, swarming in, block us off. As they block us off, guess what they do? Right now, they stop us. Okay, bingo. They came up on me, asked me what's my name. I told them, Bryant Gibbs. And right now they say, we got Glaze. And then right now, guess what? They ain't even touched the 18. They went to my man, asked him what's his name. He said, Walter Johnson. He said, we got King Tut. And folks, listen, they took us both in. I'm scratching my head. Hold on, wait a minute here. We with these guys. These guys is known, like you said right now, the wreck stuff, the tear stuff. But here it is, they don't want them, they want me and Tut. So even with that being said, folks, like I told you right now, we went through some unnecessary trial and tribulation or whatever, and that was only the beginning for me. Because once again, they used that case. It was a makeup case, but they used that case to corroborate the murder charge that I have. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go into the book. I'm going to the book and read from the book. And like I said, to give you a better understanding. Here goes the book right there. I'm going to the book, read from the book. Look at that view in the back, man. Whoa, man, make a big difference. Set up for attempt murder, okay? I had been hanging out with King Tut, driving around East New York. We was up all night discussing our situation and business until early morning when we ran into Kevin Williams, aka Kev Webb. He was like a younger brother to me. He was with this character, JB, and 2 young ladies. Do I want to read that part? No, I think I'm attempted murder, really. Monday, 2 days later, April 29th, 1986. It was King Tut Day to run the Fountain Avenue block. It was one of those lazy days, and I got a late start for my Cypress Sutter Avenue apartment. It was about 2 p.m. when I just threw on something to wear to the cleaners. To go with Tut to shut down Fountain Avenue shop. We stopped to pick up my clothes from the cleaners and then drove to the Fountain Avenue side of Cypress. Tut and I got out of the car and went into the project. When we ran into the leader and some of the 18 members, my man, the leader, was upset. Some guys from Montauk Street was trying to hit on his girlfriend, okay? The leader was going mad saying, come on and drive me to Montauk so I can beat this dude down with a baseball bat. At that time, his girlfriend mother told me to stay out of that BS. The leader, Tut, me, and 2 other members of the 18 got into the 98, armed only with baseball bat, okay? Boogie was driving when we was flagged down on Montauk Street and New Lots Avenue by a group of detectives and uniformed officer from the 75th Precinct. The 98 was surrounded by unmarked police blue and white cars. The officer gun was drawn cotton. Everybody in the O sat, as I told them, raised their hand. I was asked my name and replied, Bryant Gibbs. One of the officers shouted to another officer, we got Glaze. I was handcuffed and placed in an unmarked car. While sitting in the car, several homicide detectives drove by, stopped and deployed my arrest. They eventually arrested Tut too. Tut and I was taken to the 75th precinct and locked in a holding cell. When we was brought to the precinct, everyone applauded and shouted, we finally got Glaze. A few hours later, a witness was brought in to identify Tut and myself. I wasn't worried because I never did or try to do anything to this witness. You know what I'm saying? His brother and I had a shootout, but this witness and I, we never had any type of form of confrontation. Tut and I was charged with attempted murder on this guy and criminal possession of a weapon. I say this only could have happened in America when a crackhead, an Angel Dutch user, go to a precinct and out lie and you get arrested. Tut and I went to court. My lawyer at the time, Leonard Kaplan, wasn't there. His assistant, Miss Carol Siegel, was there. The district attorney read the charge, attempted murder and criminal possession of weapon. Okay? The victim claimed that on April 27, 1986 at 2 a.m., he was on his way to White Castle when a dark-colored car with tinted windows went past him on Lang Avenue, then suddenly turned back and headed towards him. He stated that the back window of the driver's side came down and he saw me firing several shots at him. He said he ran so fast, zigzagging across Atlantic Avenue, which happened to have 6 very busy lanes, 3 on each side. The victim then said he ran into a crowded White Castle with Tut and me running behind him. He added some girl inside the place was saying, isn't that the guy they call Glaze the murderer? He also said Tut and I grabbed him and tried to pull him out of the restaurant as he began yelling and screaming, get off me, don't kill me, okay? The victim say, I pull out a gun and say I was gonna kill him and his family, the same way that I killed his other family member. You know what I'm saying? Tut and I left, and after waiting a short time, he ran to a police car and told him what happened. Security guard, people, look at this. Security guard was in the White Castle restaurant, but no report was found, and none of the employee behind a bulletproof window called the police. Here it is, he's the only witness in a crowded White Castle restaurant. No one heard a gunshot. I saw a gun. I tried to come to his aid when he claimed that he was screaming, don't kill me, let me go. Hey folks, even with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I say this kid was one hell of a liar. Apparently he was good enough to satisfy the assistant district attorney who asked for my bail to be set at $100,000 cash and $75,000 cash for Tut. We were scheduled to appear in court on Friday, May 3rd, 1986. And like I said right now, man, it go deeper than that. You know, we eventually, you know what I'm saying, right now, put up the bail. He got out before I did. I got out. And like I say, it was only the beginning, man. It was only the beginning to the end. And like I tell you right now, folks, listen, man, I came a long way. I came a long, long way. Like I said right now, during that period of time, I was 22 years old. You know what? But in love with that street, in love with that fast life. And you know what? In love with that hustle. And guess what, folks? Was it worth it? Nah. Even right now, despite I was making all the money that I was making, guess what? I didn't enjoy myself because guess what? I stayed dead. Look at it now. Look at the scenery. Look at this background, folks. Right now, it's more to life than a project. It's more than life than, you know, your immediate community, folks. Like I said, you got to get out there and go abroad. You got to go abroad. You got to go to a different country, man, have quality vacation, man. Like, listen, right now, I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do, how do I right my wrong, become part of the solution? Get these kids to stop picking up the brake, throwing at the prison wall for absolute nothing. Listen, crime doesn't pay. There's no shortcut in life. If I, the one they call the real Bryant Glaze Gibbs, can change, guess what, folks? Anybody can change. Like I said, I'd rather be here than be in the prison cell. I'd rather be here than being homeless. I'd rather be here than being hungry. I'd rather be here than being in the graveyard. Look, folks, look at that beautiful view, man. Beautiful. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. One love.